All right, thank you for your coverage there, Jordan. Well, now to concern on the roadways, specifically the Mountain View corridor. If you live in or visit the west side, you most likely travel this road. Many saying that the corridor is dangerous. Tonight, ABC4's Haley Hendricks looking into what's being done to keep you safe.
Along the west side is one of Utah's newest and busiest roads, Mountain View Corridor. And once complete, it will be a 35-mile freeway from I-80 in Salt Lake County to SR-73 in Utah County.
We've seen some areas that have had triple the amount of traffic out there, and that's going to continue.
The west side's population exploding at a rapid rate.
The more traffic, the more vehicles that you have out there on a road, the more opportunities you have for incidents.
In 5 years, 1,069 crashes have been reported on this north-south ribbon of highway. 53 of those accidents caused injuries, and 7 people lost their lives.
Each one of these numbers, it's a person, and it's a person that's not going home to their families at night.
Police officers who patrol the west side and parts of the corridor say red light runners like this one, captured by ABC4 News, are responsible for many of the collisions.
We're seeing speeds in excess of 65, and again, we're seeing red light violations, which typically is the cause of most of the accidents we're seeing up there.
When our ABC4 News cameras were rolling during a recent evening commute, we caught several drivers hit the gas when the traffic light changed.
A yellow light means slow down and stop.
During this 60-minute recording session, ABC4 News caught 3 drivers run the red light at 7800 South, the intersection with the most crashes on the corridor in 2020.
I don't want to imply that people intentionally run red lights. Oftentimes, it's just they either don't see it or they're not paying attention or something happens that they don't.
So how dangerous is driving the corridor? For this report, ABC4 News gathered data from a similar intersection-style road, Bangerter Highway. An average of 58,000 drivers travel Bangerter Highway daily. In comparison, more than 30,000 drivers use Mountain View Corridor, just a few blocks west of Bangerter. Despite having nearly doubled the amount of traffic, Bangerter Highway saw, on average, just 5 more accidents at its intersections than Mountain View Corridor. But when it comes to red light crashes, the corridor doubled its numbers over Bangerter Highway.
When it turns green, look both ways before you proceed through the intersection to make sure other people are seeing that it's a red light.
At least 90% of all crashes have some form of human error.
When you see a crash, when you see a deadly crash, your natural instinct, my natural instinct, is to say, this shouldn't have happened. And they're right.
Even though the corridor meets national highway safety standards, the Utah Department of Transportation continues to increase safety measures at intersections with improved signal time, more visible road signs, advanced warning signals, and programmable signal heads, limiting visibility to specific areas.
We didn't want to take any chances. We wanted to make sure that if there's an engineering solution out there that we look into it and that we apply it.
But how do you stop bad driving behaviors? West Side officials say it's through education and driver responsibility.
You just continue to emphasize safety. You also run enforcement operations, try to keep speeds down.
The best way to keep a roadway safe is if motorists would just adhere to the speed limits, pay attention to their surroundings.
From Porter Rockwell Road to 4100 South, there are 11 intersections. Police from 5 major jurisdictions each patrol just a few of those. In the years to come, Utah Highway Patrol Lieutenant Nick Street tells ABC4 News they may take over patrol on Mountain View Corridor and even Bangerter Highway.
We're in talks with the municipalities, the county, DOT, and even at the state level to understand that one day we may be taking over the jurisdiction of that roadway.
And as for safety on this road,
there are safer methods than having the light there, but at this point in our growth and at this point in the roadways engineering, it is sort of a necessary evil, but the onus goes on the individual motorist, the driver, to make sure that they're paying attention to lights as they change 100% of the time they're on the road.
reporting in Salt Lake County, Haley Hendricks, ABC 4 News.
Our thanks to Haley.